Yo, what is up guys? I am going to sit here and make a build video for you showcasing what build I'm using the Hall of Fame Pro Touch on for my other video. If you haven't checked that out, for sure check it out, either before this video or after. This point guard build is absolutely insane. Now, it will be a rebirth build. It doesn't really matter. You guys can still get to where I'm going. It's not going to matter regardless. So, just remember that. So we're going to go point guard, whatever hand you want, doesn't matter what jersey number. We're going to go, so a lot of people are discussing what height to go with for point guards and such, but it really just matters what you want to do. I'm not focusing on shooting for this build, so I'm going with 6'9" here, and I am going to go with a 7'5" wingspan. Now, what happens with this build is that to do what I want to do on this build, I kind of wanted to make a Magic Johnson, as you can tell from the name of my character. It's really hard to make specific type builds that are related to high-level NBA players because their attributes are so goddamn high. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the weight up to 230, and I'll tell you why here is because if you look down on the bottom right in our physicals, the strength is an 89. Now the strength at an 89 is very important because if you look here, you can get Gold Bully. Now Gold Bully is by far the best gather finishing badge in the game. There's obviously Limitless Takeoff, there's Fearless Finisher that'll help you with that kind of stuff, there's Rise Up, there's Slithery Finisher, there's Giant Slayer, there's Acrobat. But Bully will push people on their ass to get them out of the way when you go up for a layup. In that video that I posted the other day, I don't even have Bully on at all. So just wait, I'll post another video once I get Gold Bully on, and you guys will see how much damage I fucking do. Now I'll show you the build here. What we're going to do is first off, I'm going to put up like my most important attributes for what I would say is my most important attributes at least. We're going to put up the driving layup to a 96. Now I put it up to a 96 because if you go to a 95, you don't get Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher. Now that's not detrimental. If you want to go lower, it's perfectly fine. This is just how I like the build, alright? So I went with 96. Now, your shooting is not going to be good, period, plain and simple. You will not be able to shoot threes, right? But your mid-range will be a 70. Now, if you watch my other video, you will understand that it doesn't matter. If you're playing Park, it can matter depending on who you're playing with. If you don't have elite shooters around you, then you will struggle. But if you're playing Rec, this is an elite point guard build, period, plain and simple. I'm 6'9" and I'm fast as hell, all right? The pass accuracy, I wanted to make a Magic Johnson. That was the whole point of this build, so I made it maxed out. You don't have to do that. That's what I did. Ball handle maxed out, speed whip ball maxed out. These are necessities. Now, the speed whip ball, it's at 72. Does not look appealing at first, but trust me, it's fast enough. Watch my other video, I promise you. Ball handle at an 87 at 6'9" is absolutely absurd, period. Now, speed, acceleration, strength, and stamina. Max them all the way out. Now, your vertical, you're not going to be dunking as much. And I'll show you what your dunk rating is going to be. Right now, your vertical just needs to be a 75. It's not important to have your dunking up or anything like that because layups with Pro Touch are absolutely absurd. They're just as OP as the dunks. You're saving a lot of points when you don't upgrade it. Your perimeter defense, I went to an 86 to get silver clamps. You don't have to. That's just what I wanted to do. You can put it up to an 87. I just wanted to get that threshold. Now, your steal is not going to be special, but if you watch my video, you'll see that I get a lot of lane steals. I don't even have Interceptor on, so if you were to throw that on, it would probably do very much. I'm going to put my defensive rebound up to a 80, just because I like grabbing rebounds and then being able to throw it down the court really easily with break starter and such. If you look at free throw, you're going to be drawing a lot of fouls. You're going to be drawing a lot of them. So the best way to go about the whole free throw situation is just make it good enough to the point where you can hit them if you know your release, which is a 72. It does wonders, trust me. Now you're 6'9", so you're going to want to be able to play a little bit of interior defense, just a little bit. All right, so you put that up to a 70. That also gives you good enough defensive badges to get what you need. Now, to get these finishing badges up, you're going to want to do a 68 driving dunk, a 70 standing dunk, and a 70 post control, right? Now that is what I have all those on right now, and then you still have a little bit of attributes left over from what I can tell. So, okay, you're going to want to put your close shot up to 81. Now your close shot going up to 81 really doesn't make or break the build or anything. If you want to put it in a different spot, you're free to do that. I just did it because I do like finishing over smaller guards because I am 6'9", right? Now, for takeover, it's really up to you. If you want to be more of a scorer, you can go with finishing, you can go with shot creating. Shot creating is a little bit harder to get because your shooting is poor. But I am more of a playmaker myself most of the time, so I went with team badge boost on both of them. Now, the comparisons are going to be Ben Simmons, Magic Johnson, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which are perfect, good comparisons. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the badge spread. By the way, we don't really care about shooting here, alright? But throw on Midi Magician on silver, throw your... it really doesn't matter what else you do here. I just put on Hall of Fame Slippery Off Ball because I know I'm not going to be shooting much anyways. Just helps me get up and off ball. Playmaking. I like playmaking a lot. I'm a definite playmaker over everything else. So you're going to want to get... For me, I want to get all the best playmaking badges that I can get, right? So I go with all these, and then what you're going to want to do is core Hall of Fame Needle Threader so you can get those badge points back, and then get Clamp Breaker on gold. And that's all you need for those. If you want to, you can throw some of the Dimer and Floor General and Needle Threader and stuff. You can throw that on handles for days, killer combos, unblockable, hyperdrive, stuff like that. I threw 4 extra badge points for my thing into playmaking, so I could get hyperdrive and stuff like that, but that's really up to you. Defense-wise, obviously you're going to want clamps on silver. It's number 1. You're going to want that. I went with Challenger on gold, mainly because I wanted to be able to play good defense on these small guards, because they are hard to contest when they're running around super fast. Now what else you want is, I like to go with Workhorse. Workhorse is one of my favorite badges in the game. Makes you get to the ball super fucking fast. Helps a ton. So I would put that on. Alright, and moving on to the finishing. Now finishing is the most important category here, alright? Because this is what we're going to want to do for this build. Now like I said in my last video, or like I showed in my last video, you're going to want to have Hall of Fame Pro Touch. You're going to need it. It is absolutely detrimental to the build. It is amazing. Get Gold Slithery. It's very important that you get that as well. I like putting on Hall of Fame Fearless Finisher. You can put on gold, it doesn't matter, it's just up to you. I like putting it on Hall of Fame. Core that. If you don't understand the builder and how the core badges work, watch Joe No's video, watch somebody else's video on that. I'm not going to make a whole in-depth one. And then you'll have enough points to still be able to grab Limitless Takeoff, right? And then you can go down here and get Bully and gold. Now you have 3 points left over. You can grab whatever you want. I like to grab Acrobat just because it is very good at helping with gathers when you're going up with those layups. So these are the badges that you're going to want, I would say. And it makes your build absolutely OP. If you watch my last video, I don't even have Bully in my last video, so just watch out for that. Like, watch how good I am without Bully. Just wait until you get Bully. It's absolutely absurd. Alright, so now I'm going to go and show you the animations that I'm using on my character currently. Alright, here are the animations that you're going to want to use. Now, my jump shot, I don't shoot right now, especially, so I don't have my jump shot set. You can go watch another player's jump shot videos. That'll work out great for you. Layup style, you're going to want to use Long Athlete. I tried using Magic Johnson. Doesn't work good. It's absolutely terrible. He does a lot of stupid 80s layups that would get blocked in 2 seconds by an athletic person in today's NBA. So use Long Athlete. Trust me, it's amazing. I don't have a dunk style equipped because I'm not doing dunks right now. So don't worry about that. Now your dribble style, right now, I'm using this one mainly because it protects the ball a lot with the other hand. My size up that I'm using right now is Kevin Durant's. My escape package is John Wall just because he is able to like break people down a lot and create a lot of space with it. The moving crossover, I use James Harden just because it is pretty snappy. It snaps into the animation pretty fast. Now this is the bread and butter of this build, honestly. If you throw on Allen Iverson's behind the back, he absolutely explodes. And this is that one. It's that one right there. So he does that absolutely explosive behind the back that you'll see in my Pro Touch video. The moving spin, Penny Hardaway's, is absolutely awesome. It's fast as all hell and it creates a lot of space. The moving hesitation, you can just use normal, it's fast. And then I use Luka's triple threat just because he protects the ball a lot. The pass style, you are going to want to go with Magic Johnson. It is the best pass style in the game. That is all the animations, all the badges, and the build for you. Now, if you create this build and you use the stick to time your layups, I promise you, it is absolutely amazing. If you time your layups, turn on the shot timing for your layups, and get used to greening with your meter, with your layups, with the right stick. It is absolutely amazing, and it is way easier than it was in other years. Trust me, you will dominate with this build. Okay, for the end of the video here, I am just going to throw a couple of clips up from my last video showing off Pro Touch, and it's going to show off a little bit of what you can do with the build, and then if you want to see more, you're going to have to watch my video, alright? You guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.